And welcome back to Subculture on CentralCoastRadio.com. And we're about to play you a brand new song that we're sure a lot of you out there are going to love. The track is called Cherish the Sun, and it is from the Terry Newman Project. And we thought, what better way than to get to know a little bit more about this track, but to actually get Don and Terry on the phone tonight to talk a little bit about this track. Welcome to the program, guys.
Hello. Yay! For having us.
Now, I know that a lot of our listeners out there are going to love this track. So, Terry, take us right back to the beginning. What inspired this track and where did it come from?
Well, it inspired, hello everybody, it inspired because of Cherish the Sun. I had a friend over in Spain, and he had this track laying around, and he said, this is something for you, and it inspires directly to me, because cherish the sun, cherish the life, what you have and what you see around, and don't take everything for granted. It's very important that we all realize what we have, and I guess that's the way of how it went that well for me to let the record. We did our best, and I think the results are nice.
Definitely. Now, Don, you've got such an amazing background. You've worked with the likes of Elvis Presley, Tina Turner, Sheryl Crow, Shirley MacLaine, Pat Benatar. Tell us a little bit about how you started to work with Terry with the Terry Newman Project.
Oh, sorry, it cut out. Could you repeat that, please?
Yeah, Don, I was talking about your background. You've worked with the likes of Elvis Presley, Tina Turner, Sheryl Crow, Shirley MacLaine, Pat Benatar. How did you begin working with Terry on the Terry Newman Project, and what's it been like working together?
Oh, I've been very fortunate of having good people come into my life to do different projects, and Terry was certainly one of them. I got a email, I think, from him once, and he was asking if I had any tunes that he would be good for, and so I asked for a recording of what he did, and I thought, have I got a song for you? So I sent him, what did I send you, Terry? I can't even remember the name of it, but it was perfect.
Hang on. How nice. Well, it's
Walk Me Through the Fire. Yeah, and I figured this would be great for his voice, and it certainly was. It was a perfect fit. So that's how we started. And then our friendship began, and he's a pleasure to work with. And even though we don't live in the same country, everybody is just a computer terminal away, and we go about it that way and do our recordings. And Terry says, oh, I like this, don't like that, or let's change this. And he has a wonderful sensibility as to what works for him. So that just makes it all run so much smoother. He's a pleasure.
Terry, what is that like, being in different countries and working together? Of course, as Don just said, it's made a lot easier these days by computers, but how do you find that process of working on tracks together when you're in different countries and different time zones?
I don't think there's a lot of problem as maybe that time zone. That's the most problem, I guess it is, because you have to watch the clock and don't call them at moments that are sleeping or are just in the other row the same way it goes to me. But for the rest, it's well, I have some friends here over in Holland, and Don toured with them, and they all know Don, and it's perfect to work with him. And I had that the same with David Hershey. He's living in Liverpool, and I was gigging a lot in Spain, and I met him there. He played with me in the band, and that's how it came with Cherish the Sun. But we are on distance, and even in my country, I need to drive sometimes. It's not in miles to say, we have kilometers, but 200-300 I need to drive to meet my own band members. So it's just not around the corner.
Definitely.
So why then not in California? Or even on the moon. But it's well, if you have your internet and if you do your homework, and well, we get it all in the studio where I'm at the moment. On the Bullet Sound in Holland. It's a very famous studio where even Tina Turner was, where Prince was. They all recorded here. David Bowie. And, well, for Holland, we are very proud that we have those people around before. But it's more like, hey, we can do it on distance. I got a very good producer, Han Nuiten, and... well, he's Dutch, of course, like me, and then I have this Hammond player, also Dutch, and the guitar player this time on the new singles is from Sleaze Bees. Maybe some people know them, but it's also a good band and had lots of success in America, and well, it's all over the place a bit, and I don't think there is a huge problem. Yes, hey, it's nice when it's your neighbor, but that's the only thing. Traveling, I don't mind. But we come on tour, then it will be a possibility. Like Don is at the moment in Germany, he travels to Holland, and the luck I have to meet him tomorrow. Tomorrow
it's gonna be great.
See him. So then we can shake hands, and then that's the first time, but we're doing it a year now.
Yeah. It's when I see you on Zoom or however we end up meeting on the computer, it's like old friends. It's going to be hardly like any time when I see you. I look forward to it.
I know how you look, and but now I can shake your hands.
There you go.
That's a funny thing.
Won't be so shocking when you see me. And what I like, Terry, is the land of stroopwafels, which I always fell in love with when I went through there. So I knew I'd like them.
Don, I have to ask. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I wanted to say only I'll give you a nice package of stroopwafels.
Excellent.
Don, I have to ask, what were your thoughts on Cherish the Sun when Terry first sent it to you?
Oh, I liked it. It was so well written, very easy to listen to. It had great chorus and wonderful lyrics. They're not difficult. You just what I like, I was asked to play because I have a certain style, so I just have to think and be me. I don't have to think like being somebody else and imitate somebody. So as long as the song is good and the vocalist has true meaning to their voice, they're not trying to be like anybody else. It's what I like about the Terry Newman Project. It's Terry. It sounds like Terry, and he projects his emotions well and his artistry. So very easy.
Definitely.
We haven't hit a song yet where I was stumped.
And Terry, I've got to ask, with this brand new single coming out, what next for the Terry Newman Project? Have you got an EP that'll follow or an album? What are the plans in the future for the band?
Well, actually, yesterday evening I recorded 2 new, so that's why I'm still in the studio, and I've got at this moment 5 in a row, and Cherish the Sun is number 2. Walk Me Through the Fire is first. We're on Spotify, easy to find, with the Terry Newman Project, and there you can see The Last to Stay. That came out last week, and in a couple of weeks I throw another one in, and then some weeks later I want to have a list of 15 or 20 songs to get live also, a bit filled, because you cannot say after 3-4 songs, that was it, bye-bye, see you later, next year I have 3 songs more. So it has to be a bit filled in, and we're working hard on to get good songs together, and we're going to write ourselves. We let us bring in the last 2 I do now is from an old friend of mine who had songs where I picked them out, and I need to have a connection with the song. I need to feel it, and I tried one more yesterday. It was more funk, and I have to say, I'm not funk. I'm not a rapper. I know what rap. You can eat those raps. I eat them, but I cannot do the music style. Sorry, it's not me. And when it's not you, then you don't do it. I skip that one.
Exactly. I'm in the Terry Newman Project, not in a project for Terry to imitate something else. And he does a beautiful job. And in 2 weeks, I go back to the U.S., and then I've got a 2-week little area before I go out on tour again, and that's when I'll catch up on the new tunes that Terry's recording now, and they'll send them to me. We'll be cranking those out soon. I look forward to them.
Awesome. Don, I've got to ask, is there any chance with all that travelling that the Terry Newman Project might find its way to Australia at some stage?
Is that where you're from?
Yes, yeah, yep, Melbourne, Australia.
You know, it could...
Get the plane ready. I'm coming already.
Yeah, you and I both. The band that I'm here with now, Unitopia, they originated in Australia, so... There you go. 2 birds with one stone. Fly me down there, and I'll work both bands.
Definitely.
I'm saying yes. I would love to go, and I love the Terry Newman Project to tour. It would be so wonderful.
I'm in.
We're working on it.
Well, Terry, Don, we are going to play this brand new track on our show right now. We're going to introduce everybody to Cherish the Sun. So what would you both like to say to all of our listeners out there before they hear this amazing track for the first time?
Go ahead, Terry.
I'll go ahead. Okay. Well, the title says it already. And sun, you have enough, I guess, in Australia. I love the country. To come there. Never been there. I've been in America. I've been in sorts of places. But Cherish the Sun. Well, meet the life. Enjoy it. And I hope you like this song. Well, I did it with all my heart.
A good one. I add to that it was a pleasure recording it, and I hope you enjoy it as much as we did recording it. We really put ourselves into it. Have a good listen and a most beautiful day to everyone that hears it.